Okay, don't wake up to the regret of what you could not accomplish yesterday. No, you don't have to. It's not needed because yesterday is gone. And today you need to wake up to the understanding and the realization that you can actually accomplish better than what you could not achieve yesterday. So a beautiful morning to you, and all over the world we wish you the very best of today. And today being a Thursday, a healthy Thursday for us here on Galaxy Television and on Family and Values, most especially. You're welcome to the program. Family and Value is a program that is all set for you and I to put ourselves on a check, to always look out for what is needed, what is missing, what are those things that is cracky around us, in our relationship, in our family, in our homes, around us, in our businesses, in our life, personally, our mental health. Today being a Thursday, we talk about everything that has to do with health, 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 health. And they said health is wealth. It's not about the money, but when you are healthy, you will not have to spend on those things you did not take care of. Yes, because when you look out for your well-being and your state of mind, your health, definitely you're wealthy, because you will not want to leave any stone unturned. Any little, unforeseen circumstances or little itch here and there, you are eager to know what could be happening, and you want to know. It's not about panicking. No, it's not. It's just for you to know that I slept yesterday, but I woke up with my neck. What could have happened? Okay, you need to seek what happened, because I can't turn my neck to the right properly. What must have happened? So you need to find out. I'm from a specialist, someone who is a professional, and that's why we're here, because we discuss topics that has to do with health every Thursday on Family and Values. So you're welcome to Galaxy Television, and my name is Olori Adejoke Adambi David. We are here again this morning, and today you're going to be having a beautiful episode. When I've been announcing it, Joy is also here, so I've been announcing it that we'll be having ask your doctor. I don't know whether you have a question to ask your doctor. I don't know whether you have anything whatsoever to ask, but we'll be giving the phone lines out after our guests are treated to this topic, and you may have to ask one or two questions that you think our doctor can attend to. So, hello Joy, how are you?
I'm fine. Good morning to you. I'm trying to get for Christmas. I want to be a baby.
No wonder you are in this color.
Now you understand why I'm in this color. Right?
No wonder. I was wondering. No. How was the gym today?
Very well, fine. You see, the doctor was saying I'm looking stressed. You see, I'm not. You see that is actually showing on me that I'm going to the gym. You actually know, right? That I've lost some weight. Very important.
Very, very.
Very, very important.
Very important.
A very good morning to you. Welcome to Family and Values on Galaxy Television. Yes, where we are reaching out for the stars. I am Princess Joy Ayo Abu. I love the way the Abu sound, man. If you got that Abu, just come to me. That's the princess. Anyway, yes, Olori has said everything about our healthy Thursday. And for those of you who don't go to the gym, who don't check on you, the people are saying, you look beautiful. It's the work of exercise, and the grace of God upon my life actually showing. No stress. You see, I told you from December 1st, I've been very happy, very excited. So no stress. On this side, we are just cool, calm, waiting for Christmas. They will be eating rice and stew. I told somebody, I said, this Christmas stew, you eat it, you gotta eat it somewhere, because that stew that you're complaining about, we eat it on Christmas Day. Anyway, welcome to Family and Values. It's going to be a very wonderful show this Thursday morning. And please, if you're watching us right now, I would advise you don't move anywhere. And even if you have to, you can download our Galaxy mobile app so that you can watch us on the go.
Okay, so Olori Adejoke Adambi David is still very much here. And as around today, any birthday shout outs? I have about 3 birthday shout outs. Any birthday shout out from your side?
Yes, I do. My friend's mom, she clocked her golden jubilee today.
Interesting.
Yes, Arike's mom today. She's adding 1 year to her life. She doesn't even look 50 at all. Very hyperactive, very energetic. So I'm wishing you the very best. myself, everybody, your daughter Arike, we are wishing you the very best, and we know that this new year will bring the best to you.
Amen. Amen. Okay, so happy birthday to my womb opener. A darling son that I can go to bed and I know that he is more than strong and able by the help of the Almighty God to continue whatever journey he has started with him. So happy birthday to Ayomide, John Gideon, Oluwasegun, Adam David. I pray this will not be the least of many celebrations that is out there for you. And I pray wherever your foot shall tread upon, Bible says he has given it unto you as your possession. You always dominate and always have reason to win. And also to one big uncle like that, Gani Olariwaju Solomon, happy birthday to you, sir. Many more fulfilling new age. Many know him as goals. He's celebrating another year today. Also to a friend, Faj. I call him Moyo, sorry, Faj. Happy birthday to you. He's a civil servant with Lagos State Survey General's Office. So happy birthday to all these beautiful people. And I pray today, being the 19th day in the month of December 2024, you live to see another by the grace of the Almighty God. And to everyone out there celebrating on this beautiful day, I pray by the grace of the Almighty God, you live to celebrate many more. And this will not be your last, because you have many more celebrations to do. And every anniversary too, God will continue to bless and keep that marriage and that home, that relationship continually grows. On that note, we need to go for our mini feature. Don't forget, I told you should get your questions ready, because you will have the opportunity to call in and ask questions from our doctor. But let's go for today's mini feature. I will be right back with our doctor and the topic. Stay tuned, because we're just starting and we're on time to start the program. So you're really very lucky and fortunate to join us as we take off. So this morning we're looking at all you need to know about lupus. I've always heard lupus, and recently it's been coming from one side to the other. And we want to what is this lupus? What is it all about? So this morning we have a doctor in the house, and it's someone you always know. We're talking about someone who can always give us the delivery we want when it comes to certain sicknesses and diseases around us. We're talking about Dr. Kelvin Isipo. He's a medical doctor and a general practice, a GP. How are you this morning? He loves smiling. See the way he's smiling like a baby in the womb. You know when the baby in the womb is smiling.
You see Dr. Simon's case.
This innocent kind of.
You see the way I was pulling it.
Don't let her take your cross. Don't let her take your cross.
I know that's why you didn't come with all the blame. So I will take it. So that Joy will not take something. I know the trick this one.
Oh my God!
I knew. Calm down. It's Christmas season. That's why this one is where we will start with giving.
Compliments of the season to you, Doctor. So good to have you this morning.
My sneakers were actually sized, so we'll take that one. Exchange that.
Doctor, you are in good thing. Don't let me say you are in trouble.
Enjoying. See, hey.
To be happy is a choice, it's decision.
It's
so it's my decision to be happy.
And it's good.
Suddenly it became doctor's decision.
Okay,
so you don't, no matter how the patients are disturbing, it's your decision to be happy.
Yeah, so he should not put himself under too much pressure. And so good to have you this morning.
Thank you very much.
So, doctor, today's topic, lupus. What is lupus? I want to really know what is lupus, what are the causes, and is it something that is transmittable?
No, it's not. Well, it's not transmittable.
Okay.
But lupus is called SLE, meaning systemic lupus erythematosus.
Okay.
So it's a multisystemic disease which is autoimmune and can affect virtually every organ of the body. When we say it is multisystemic, meaning it can affect multiple systems. And when we say it is autoimmune, so it means the body's white blood cell is attacking, part of the systems of the body. So when you have the white blood cell attacking the skin, attacking the kidney and things like that. So when you have things like that, we call it lupus. So the full name is systemic lupus erythematosus.
What are the causes?
Well, the cause of lupus is not, we've not really pinpointed like a particular cause, but from the study of the disease, we just know that sometimes they say it's a defect in one's immune system in such a way that there's something we call cell death that occurs in the body, where part of the cells in the body will die and the white blood cells will mop it out of the system. But now when you have people with SLE, we want the white blood cell to mop up all of the dead cells and nothing is remaining. But now, because of the defects in the white blood cell, they are not able to mop up all of these cells. Now, in a cell we have the outer part of the cell, which is the cell membrane. Now those things that are inside the cell, they are not readily exposed to your blood, so your body is not seeing it. So as the cell is dying, the white blood cell is supposed to go there, mop up everything. But now, before the cell will die, the membrane is denatured, it will rupture, then some of the cells inside, the nucleus and some of the cytoplasmic ingredients will come out, into the body. Now when they come out into the body sees it as foreign. Oh, I've not been seeing this before, what is this? And the body starts attacking it. Now this is something that you have in your own body. Anything that is not of you, your white blood cell is supposed to attack it. But now this is something you have inside of you that has not been exposed to the body originally, and recently it is just being exposed into the system and your body is attacking it. And with that, your body now loses recognition of your own cell. So your body starts attacking your own cell. It can attack the skin, attack the kidney, attack the lung, attack the heart. Even for a woman that is pregnant, attack the baby. And things like that.
Oh God, Joy.
So you said is,
it's really scary.
It's scary, and sometimes you just think that how do these things come about? For you medical doctors, it's not new, but for us, it's sounding to us. But how common is lupus in Nigeria generally? Because a lot of people, I'm sure, are hearing it for the first time the same way we are, having this conversation. But how common is it in Nigeria generally?
Well, we can't really give a statistics per se, because in this part of the world we are not very friendly with statistics, because to start with, the way lupus presents, it does not present like the typical everyday sickness that we see, like malaria. You have fever, you have headache, and you know that, okay, this could be malaria and things like that. A lot of our lupus patients do not even come to the hospital because we attribute it to spiritual attack and things like that. Say, why are you having back pain today, body pain tomorrow, joint pain, as if you have arthritis? Tomorrow you are coughing and things like that. Next tomorrow you are passing out abnormal urine, your urine is foamy, and things like that. Next tomorrow you are complaining of breathlessness. When you start having multiple system disorder, people tend to attribute it to spiritual attack. But however, we are seeing lupus more now, because the drug used in treating lupus, which is hydroxychloroquine, for many years, because we live in a malaria endemic region, we take chloroquine day in, day out, virtually every month. So I remember a prof was saying it's possible that we've always had lupus over the years, but we were not seeing it as we are seeing it now, because people were using chloroquine more often. But now that we have other means of treating malaria, we now have resistance to chloroquine and things like that. So people don't readily take chloroquine. Also, like because of the side effect of body itching and all of that, we now use more of the ACTs and things like that. So with the reduction in chloroquine, we are now seeing more of lupus patients, and it is more commoner among women. More than 90% of lupus patients are women. So we are seeing it more frequently now, but maybe some of the variation is just how they present. they don't usually present early because we have not done a lot about education on lupus, you know, to say, okay, what people need to know about lupus, how to identify, oh, this is lupus. So most of the time, you know, in the dialysis center where I work, we see some of them, you know, it is in that place you now diagnose that when they now have lupus nephritis, it is affecting the kidney. You are now seeing it. Some are not even aware they have lupus until they go around, they have maybe skin lesions and things like that. They go to see a dermatologist, then you now identify, oh, it is lupus that you have, you know, different. Some will tell you, yo, with the malar rash and all of that, after using several triple action cream and things like that, and it's not working. You know, they now come to you say, oh, you're having malar rash, that's lupus. You know, people are not aware. Some present to maybe the obstetrician, gynecologist, say, doctor, I don't know what's the problem. I've been having a recurrent abortion and things like that. You know, instead of attributing it to village people, you now say, okay, let's run some tests, check for antiphospholipid. You now find out they have lupus. So it is common in Nigeria, and different doctors can identify it, but we are seeing it more often now. You know, if you go to the dialysis center, we see more of lupus patients, especially when you see a young girl around 20 thereabouts. She has this what do people call this curly hair? It's frontals, you call it. Now some people have this kind of hair that looks like that. In medicine we call it lanogo hair. The hair will be very thin and everything is very fine and things like that. So if I see, you know, a patient with renal function impairment that is looking very sick, you know, presenting with maybe body pain, that is looking at arthritis and with kidney issue, then I'm looking at the hair, I'm saying lanogo hair, you know, the hair looks like the frontal, what people call frontal, very tiny.
They just
tiny. But you know, the part people call frontal, very tiny and things like that, and you see them very beautiful, and you know, I start suspecting lupus. So in medicine we call that lanogo hair, you know. So because the person is very sick and all of that, so the body is trying to restructure. Instead of forming protein for things that are not necessary, the liver will just, the few protein you have in your body, the liver will limit it to produce the very important things that you need. And because the person is not getting enough protein, you need protein to form hair and things like that. So they come with lanogo hair. So it's very rampant now. We see it everywhere. And I think lupus has been around for quite some time. There's this popular celebrity, Selena Gomez. There was a time they said, she had kidney transplant and things like that. So I think she was diagnosed maybe 2013 thereabouts, you know, and things. So lupus has been around for some time, but we just need to do more education to educate people and let them identify that, oh, I have lupus, and let them come to doctors instead of just saying the spiritual attack. Yes.
Okay. I want you to hold on to the awareness campaign, and also how can you really know, or how long does it take for lupus to really come out to the open, for one to really know, you know, that you are really having lupus? I'll be coming back to that, but it's time for us to take our break right now as we take a word on Marble. So let's go for a word on Marble. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Now we still have Dr. Kelvin Isibo right here. He's a GP. I won't tell you what GP is. If you don't know, you don't know. Okay, so before we went on that break, I said I'll be coming back to ask you. You talk about awareness and campaign.
Yes.
On lupus.
Yes.
How do you think government can help, and what are individuals too can do to help to create this awareness? That's one. The second one is, what are the hurdles people encounter, you know, to treat lupus? In the process of the treatment, what are the hurdles that one will go through, especially to someone who has it?
Okay, some of the hurdles that we can encounter in treating lupus. One, you can start with the diagnosis itself. You know, some people who have lupus and might never get to be diagnosed even till they die. Yes. So the first one is, the diagnosis. So it is, people need to be aware that, okay, these are the symptoms with lupus. That's one. So which is the rash. Some can come with joint pain looking like rheumatoid arthritis, but actually it's not rheumatoid arthritis, it is lupus. So also another thing could be getting to see the specialist that actually treats the lupus. Rheumatologists are very scarce. So that leads us to what government can do also to help people with lupus. I think they can try and make the training for rheumatologists easier. Try and look for a way to encourage doctors to go into the specialty of rheumatology, so we have more. Because even sometimes when we meet patients with lupus, and some of the problems they have is getting to see a rheumatologist. With that situation, some will travel from other states, come to Lagos to see one, and things like that. We don't have them in some states. Getting to see a rheumatologist is scarce. Then also the finance too for treating lupus, especially in this part of the world where most of our healthcare you pay out of pocket. Yeah, so that's another thing. Because some of them actually come down with kidney issues, renal function impairment. They have to do dialysis. They have to see multiple specialists. Now, to see a specialist in government hospital, which the government they've actually done well, is relatively cheap. But when you look at the stress, you have to go there very early in the morning, you line up, people are many, and they cannot see everybody that same day. You have to rebook another appointment and things like that. If you are going to a private facility to see a specialist, and you know what the cost is. Now that we are struggling to feed, struggling to buy fuel, and things like that, so I feel like these are the people we should actually give incentives to, because nobody wakes up one day and decide that, oh, I want to be sick. And when you have sick people, it reduces the production of the company. Let's say you have a doctor that is sick. That is a doctor that is supposed to attend to thousands of patients.
And now
with that now, it's a problem.
It's a lot.
So those are the people you want to give incentives to say, okay, people that have lupus, if you will slash the cost of dialysis for them, maybe 50%, we have different campaigns for people with HIV and AIDS, and other diseases like that, which we know most of the support is not from people in Nigeria, but because diseases that get those kind of buzz, where HIV and AIDS most of the time is due to lifestyle. If you decide to go and sleep with somebody that is HIV positive, that is your problem. But for lupus, you don't just wake up one day and say, oh, because I live carelessly and I have lupus. So I feel like these are the people that should get the necessary support. The drugs too, when you write some of these drugs, they are not readily available in some of these pharmacies. So now in Nigeria, where we are talking about, because of the dollar to naira ratio, whatever, a lot of pharmaceutical companies are leaving Nigeria.
And there are no home remedy that
are
there any home remedy?
Well, what we tell them for no home remedy for lupus, sometimes they have flares. And they have time where the disease will calm down, but we know some of the triggers, what can cause the flare, is exposure to sun. So we tell them, wear clothes that will cover your body, avoid exposure to sun and things like that, because of the dermatitis.
But is lupus different from what women have? Is it different from that of men, or is the same? Why there are some sicknesses that just okay, it affects women. The way it affects women is not the way it affects men. So can we say that also when it comes to lupus?
Well, lupus affects mostly women. 90% of cases are basically women.
Why is it that way?
Well, because it is autoimmune. there's this hypothesis that any autoimmune disorder, women are more prone to it because the concept itself of women giving birth has to do with the fact that when a woman is pregnant, she has to accept another antigen, which could be the sperm, whatever that is coming from her husband, which is different from her. So her immune system has to be down for her to accommodate the pregnancy. So because they have that ability where at some point in their life the immune system goes down and everything, you know, women are more predisposed to autoimmune disorder, which lupus is one of it. But women with lupus, you know, it does not affect the rate of conception. They conceive normally.
Yeah, that's
you
where
know.
I was actually
So,
coming
but
from too.
even though they conceive normally, what is the outcome of the pregnancy? You know, many of them have repeated abortion and things like that. And if people are not aware, they judge them, you know, they are being judged that this woman, you have been married for 10 years, every time you get pregnant and everything.
And that is where the issue
you
of
know,
witches and wizards come in. She's eating her children and not knowing that it's a sickness.
Yes, it's the lupus that is actually, yes. So that's the specificity about lupus. But outside that, no much difference between lupus in women and men.
Okay, we've been discussing and been talking with our doctor, Dr. Kelvin Isipo. He's a GP. And this morning we're talking about everything that has to do with lupus. Of recent, I'm sure many of us would have heard it one time or the other, especially last week, 2 weeks ago. It was mentioned, and we are so concerned that, excuse me, what is this? We need to talk about it. You've heard what the doctor has got to say. But this is the time we are going to open the phone lines for you to also ask our doctor in the house some questions. I don't know if you have any question you want to push out to the doctor this morning. So we're opening our phone line, and the number is 080-230-36856. 080-230-36856. Am I too fast? 080-230 36856. 36856. So you can send in a text message or you can call us directly. We really want to hear from you. If you have any question relating to what we're discussing or any other health, you know, issues, we would want to hear from you. So while we're waiting, it's right there on your screen. You can call in as we speak right now if you want to join us. Okay, so let's go for this short break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Can you speak out loud?
Yeah, one thing is that I lost my wife to lupus. Also, I lost my wife to lupus.
Okay.
And it was a really big thing for me then. But it's actually very captivating when I saw that this type of programs should be pushed further. You know, well, I went through. We were running from arena ward to before we met immunologists, people that study blood. It was already too late.
Sorry about it.
Government should come in and talk about it more. Like it should be pushed. Up till now, I'm still feeling the pain. She does have my second daughter, and we started going from hospital. We thought it was malaria. I started with low grade. It was hell for me. After we treated kidney, we are running to cardiology and everything. You know, it was hell for me. I went through studies. I became a doctor. from engineer to becoming a doctor to understand what is happening. He went to churches everywhere. So I think we should talk about it more. The doctor is not. I need the doctor to say more about it. He have a lot to say.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's allow other people to also express themselves. We're so sorry about your wife, and we pray the Lord will rest her soul perfectly. Okay, hello. Your name, where you're calling from? Good morning.
My beautiful mama and my sister,
Over there.
yeah.
Morning to
In
you.
your call, this is Tima Gong from Ejiko.
Okay, so what question do you want to ask our doctor this morning?
Please, my chief doctor, please, I want to ask you. I have this weight pain for over 10 years now. I've been taking drugs, a lot of drugs, but now becoming too much. And when the weight pain me and my back, it will enter my lap. If I want to dare, maybe I want to stretch myself, it will enter in my lap. I yesterday I fish water, I want to climb upstairs. I'm almost fall downstairs. So I don't know what is. Even sometimes when I wake up, my leg will be very heavy. And my hand, sometimes I can't hold it. So I don't know what is it about.
Okay, the doctor.
I wake up with headache.
Okay, there. So the doctor will attend to you. The doctor will attend to you. Let's wait. Okay.
Okay. She just says she has chronic low back pain that extends to the lap.
To the laps.
Yeah.
Yes, it's looking like lumbar spondylosis, according to what she's saying. So lumbar spondylosis is a medical condition where the spine sometimes is pressing on the spinal cord, and because the nerves that supplies the leg, it starts from the spinal cord, then separates, then it is distributed to both legs. So when you have lower back pain, and that's the spine is pressing on the spinal cord, the point where the person is feeling the pain is extended to the leg, even though the original pain might not be from the leg, but because the nerves that supply the legs comes from the back. I wanted to ask her what her age is, because we usually see it in maybe people 50, 60 and above. Then I wanted to ask her occupation, but she said something that gave us a clue. She said that even when she fetched water, she carried water and everything, that the thing was very severe.
Yeah.
So usually we see it in people that are on the big side. So because the lumbar region is carrying the body weight, it is pressing on the spine, and that weight is being transferred to the spinal cord, then pressing the nerves that radiates to the leg.
Okay.
So it's lumbar spondylosis. Let her do x-ray, see her doctor, and it will be managed.
Okay, did you hear that? See your doctor and it will be well managed. Okay, you have to see a doctor, you have to take an x-ray as well. Hello, good morning. Who is on the line? Where are you calling from? Hello? Hello?
I think we missed that call.
Okay, so if then the other man, the first caller said that he lost his wife, that he loved the fact that we're discussing this, and he believes that you have more deposited. So let's use the time to actually talk about that more. These two calls are okay for now. Let's discuss about that more that you have to talk on lupus, because he said he practically became the doctor taking care of his wife till she passed on, and she just had a baby girl, the second child. And it was really so painful that there should be more awareness. So you were talking about awareness. That was what we're discussing. So he said you have more. So maybe you should discuss about that more. Let's focus on that more.
The truth is, I like the fact that he said, okay, there is more to be discussed. But even if we want to discuss lupus in 1 week, I'm not sure we'll finish it. Yes, it won't. There's nothing I say that will be enough, because this is disease that presents now. Sometimes he said something. He said, at some point they were moving from church to church, and that's what I was saying, that
from the beginning.
you know,
Yeah.
I feel like there should be like a collaboration between doctors and
the
religious leaders.
religious
You know, some
leaders.
churches do it where they call for outreach and things like that, where people that come for deliverance will meet doctors. Some churches do it, but some, they take doctor out of the equation. And the key to this is early diagnosis and effective treatment. You know, for his own case, and I said they were going from church to church, place to place. And also, it is important to note, when you are sick, did you see a doctor, or you were seeing a chemist? Some people are sick, they don't even see a pharmacist. They go, there's a difference between a chemist and a pharmacist. A chemist is just an Igbo person, you know, we call them patent drug seller. They are not, what are you discussing your health problems with these people for? They just waste your time, and by the time you are coming to us, we'll tell you, oh, this is the problem, but the damage is done already. You know, so it can affect the blood system. I'm not sure if I heard him well. At some point, he said they saw an hematologist.
Yes,
Yes.
so finally saw one at
sometimes
the end of
it could
the day.
be that the person is coming down with low blood level.
Blood level.
So the low blood level could be of two things. It could be that the white blood cell is attacking the red blood cell because it's an autoimmune disorder. It could also be from the kidney. When people have chronic kidney condition, the kidney produces something we call erythropoietin. Erythropoietin, you know, will notify the body, the bone marrows, to produce more red blood cells. So, but people with chronic kidney condition, you know, the kidney is not working well, so the kidney is not producing erythropoietin. There is nothing signaling the body, oh, produce more erythropoietin. You know, the kidney is not producing erythropoietin, so nothing is telling the bone marrows to produce more red blood cell. The red blood cell, after 120 days, you know, they are destroyed. Nothing is producing more, and this person is coming down with recurrent low blood level. They are taking, they are giving them usually neighbors. They are the first to advise, take bitter leaf and milk.
Exactly.
Take this,
more.
take more.
Doctor, we are going to have, we are still going to have Doctor coming in again to talk more, because we don't want to eat into the next program. Okay, so Doctor, it's been a good opportunity for you to be part of us this morning. We appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And Doctor came in so early this morning. Even Joy was envying the doctor. Joy was envying the doctor. Thank you so much, Doctor. Dr. Kevin Isibo.
Everything has to be.
Give me.
See, this Christmas mood is the reason why we collect this. It's
been a great honor, Joy, from you.
Yes, it's been a very wonderful moment with Dr. Isibo. You know, anytime we call him, he's always answering. And to all our callers, please, you can always send in messages immediately after the show and ask your questions. We also relate to the doctor, so that you get further details on how to get all those things that we talk about, especially diagnosis, very important, and how to go about medication properly. Yes, we have our doctors that would always answer the question. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. I am Princess Joy.
I know she's so excited about tomorrow because it's Friday. Okay, so like she said, you can always reach the phone number 080-230-36856. 080-230-36856. That's the number. You can send in a text message in case you have any question or you want a medical advice on one or two things. We bring professionals here. We don't have quacks. So you're free to do that on that line. Just send a text message. Just go straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush. Go straight to the point, and we'll surely get back to you. Thank you for joining us this morning. Tomorrow is going to be another wonderful day. The Gen Zs are going to have tomorrow again. And we're talking about understanding marriage as a youth. Understanding marriage as a youth. What do you know marriage is all about? Do you have any idea what the content of marriage is? Okay, are you the one that is not patient? Are you sure you are ready to go into marriage? Are you ready to conform yourself, to tolerate, to understand, to have long suffering, to be there in sickness and in health that do us up? Are you ready to take I do? Are you ready for the I do? So that is what we'll be talking about tomorrow. So please stay tuned. On behalf of everyone who has made today's program a success, from my ASM, HOP, To everyone in the studio, from the camera to the MCR to the editors, thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate you. And to our callers, please keep on being good and looking out for your well-being. It's very important. My name is Rumini Luradejoke David. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a splendid day ahead of you and stay tuned for the next program. Bye for now.